Don't you dare put that in the edit. Hi, welcome to Brownie May Bakes. Today we are going to be making a limoncello and poppy seed cake covered in lots of lovely edible flowers that I've been sent by Nurtured in Norfolk. Aren't they beautiful? So pretty. So we're going to decorate them with that and a limoncello buttercream. It's going to be absolutely yummy. The basic sponge recipe is just the sponge recipe that I use for loads and loads of different things. But I'll be adding a bit of lemon juice, some poppy seeds and a little dash of limoncello to the actual sponge recipe itself. And then the buttercream will be full of limoncello, just really tasty, yum, yum, yum. You can also add some lemon curd to this if you wanted to. You can either make your own or go and buy some from the shops. That's also a possibility. In the mixer here, I've got 250 grams of unsalted butter at room temperature. And I'm going to whisk this up in the mixer for sort of 3 to 4 minutes on quite a high speed to get it really lovely and fluffy and pale before I add in the sugar. Once the butter is lovely and pale and creamy, you can then add 250 grams of caster sugar. And then you're going to use the whisk attachment again to make sure that all comes together and is lovely, light and fluffy. Once your sugar is all incorporated, it's all light and fluffy, you're going to switch to the paddle attachment. And then you're going to add half the flour, mix that together, half the eggs, mix that together. Then add the rest of the flour, mix, the rest of the eggs, mix. And then we're going to add the poppy seeds and the flavourings. So now it's all mixed together, I'm going to add just over a teaspoon of fresh lemon zest. Find fresh lemon zest adds a lovely flavour to a sponge. I'm going to add a little dash of lemon juice. You can use fresh lemon juice or stuff from the bottle. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of poppy seeds. The poppy seeds are really well mixed in now. Make sure you do it gently so you don't overwork the batter. And I've got 2 cake tins here. I've got 2 6-inch cake tins that I've greased and lined with parchment paper. So I'm going to divide the mixture up between them. And then we're going to pop them in the oven for, I'd say, probably 25 minutes until they're lovely and brown on top and a skewer comes out clean. Right, so these are going to go in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes until they're lovely and brown on top, golden brown on top, and the skewer comes out clean. We're now going to ice the lemon and poppy seed cake, and we're going to make straight buttercream icing, but we're going to add some limoncello to the icing. It just gives it a lovely flavour. So I've got 250 grams of unsalted room temperature butter, which I'm again, like the sponge, going to whip up until it's lovely and white and fluffy. Then I'm going to add the icing sugar and switch to the paddle attachment and beat it until it's lovely and smooth. Right, so it's lovely and smooth now. So I'm going to add some limoncello. I'm just going to do this by eye because you don't want to make the buttercream too slack, too loose. So I'm just going to do it by eye, so just add a little bit at a time. Okie dokie. It's looking lovely and smooth. It's softened up a bit with the addition of the limoncello. If you don't want to use alcohol in the buttercream, you can just use lemon juice and a bit of milk to loosen it. Now my buttercream's ready, I'm going to ice the cakes. So I'm going to take the first one, pop a load of buttercream on. Make sure that's spread out nice and evenly. Then I take my second sponge and pop him on the top. Give it a little wiggle. So this cake isn't going to be one of those perfect cakes, but it's going to look very pretty. So I've just whacked on the buttercream all over, so obviously it looks very rough and ready at the minute, but that's not how we're going to leave it. Just use a cake scraper, or if you haven't got one of those, just use a palette knife. Just give it a little smooth round. Again, we're not looking for perfection here, we just want it a little bit smoother than it is at the minute. Right, once you've gone round once with the cake scraper, you want to make sure you fill in any sort of big holes that you can see. And then I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm going to pour some boiling water into a little Tupperware. Don't use loads. You don't need loads, you just need to cover the bottom of the Tupperware. Then you need a little bit of kitchen roll as well, just next to your plate. Pop the cake scraper into the hot water just for a few seconds, just for the metal to warm up. Then give it a little dab just to get off the excess water, and then go around your buttercream like that. Wipe off, repeat, and basically it just gives you a lovely smooth edge. Why I didn't know this before, I don't know, but a lovely lady called Lorna told me. So thank you, Lorna. Now I'm going to decorate my cake with these lovely flowers that I got sent by Nurtured in Norfolk. They're all edible, so I'm just going to put a selection on and just make the cake look really pretty. And there we have it. That's our limoncello and poppy seed cake with a lovely limoncello icing and a poppy seed sponge with edible flowers all down the side. Really hope you enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe and like down below. And yeah, thank you for watching Brenna Bakes. See you soon.